Snæfellsnes Peninsula from Reykjavik. I've got about 10 more minutes left in my trip, and this is about a 1.5 hour drive that I've taken this morning. And it's been a pretty uneventful, easy drive, relatively speaking. Got a little bit of weather going on, some clouds, a little bit of overcastness, and there was a little bit of mist earlier, but pretty easy drive overall. I'm actually heading to my first stop of the day, the Gerduberg Cliffs, which are these amazing basalt columns that are just right beside the main road on the Snæfellsnes Peninsula as you're entering from the south side. So that'll be my first stop today. First stop of many, probably about 16 stops if I counted correctly. Some people call the Snæfellsnes Peninsula Iceland in miniature because there are so many amazing geological and geographic sites that are representative of Iceland. Things like cliffs, waterfalls, scenic coastal overlooks. There are just a ton of things that are very, very representative of the landscape of Iceland. So very excited to see this. I'm hoping that the weather clears up a little bit. I'm seeing some tentative strips of blue in the sky. I'm hoping that once the sun comes out, it gets a little bit clearer here. It is still early. It's only about 8 in the morning, so I'm hoping that once the weather warms up a little bit, it will clear a little bit. It's about 47 degrees right now, but this is one of those things that you can't predict. The weather in Iceland is incredibly quick to change and unpredictable. I was talking to the host of my guest house that I'm staying in Reykjavik last night, and she said that weather like this is not uncommon even in the summertime in Iceland, and it's a good idea to have some alternate plans just in case something happens and comes up. So kind of had that situation yesterday. I was planning on going down to the Westman Islands and having a little biking adventure down there, and ended up having to change my plans because the weather was not good. There was a 100% chance of rain, and the forecasted 45km/h winds, and the boat tour that I was supposed to go on ended up canceling, so everything kind of fell in place, and unfortunately I did have to cancel that, and we'll postpone the Westman Islands for a future trip. But in its place, I was actually able to visit a couple of other things that were kind of on my Iceland bucket list anyway. I replaced the Westman Islands with 2 stops. The first was actually the second largest glacier in Europe, and the second largest glacier in Iceland as well. It is home to a man-made ice cave, and I was actually able to visit that ice cave and go deep into the depths of the glacier. It was just an incredible experience, about a 4-hour experience in total, a couple of hours of which was just transportation to and from the glacier, going up mountain passes, and so it was an incredible experience. And then the second thing that I did was actually visit a lava cave, a lava tube that was formed during a volcanic eruption many, many years ago. It's long since dormant now, but it was incredible to see the anatomy of a volcanic cave, and to see the different geological features, which minerals were present in the cave, what colors they showed up as, but just a really incredible, unbelievable experience, and one that I probably wouldn't have had if the weather had cooperated. So kind of making lemonade out of lemons, if you will. But we are coming into some really dramatic scenery here. It looks like some volcanic rock, and we only have a few more minutes to go, so I'm going to sign off, and we'll see what we can see today.